Hello, hello, hello. This is Freddie Cornell from Big Time Pro Wrestling, the promoter. I'm here with the one and only.
Been a long time,
Been
Chris.
a long time, brother. It
Man.
sure has.
Christopher Angel, the commissioner of Big Time Pro Wrestling.
And just to let everyone know, I'm still alive and kicking. Had some health problems a couple of months back with some, with my diabetes and everything. But I've kind of licked that. I kind of give that diabetes a body slam, and I'm doing really good right now. And it's good to be back.
We are here live in Huntington, West Virginia. Chris can say it the best. Go ahead. Where we at?
We are right here in the best place you can have to have any kind of a party or event. Right here at Castle Cornell.
Castle Cornell.
It is Freddie's little piece of the United States on the side of this hill, and it's awesome. It's an awesome place to be. It's good vibes here.
You're off the chain, Chris. You really are,
I
son.
don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as you can tell, we're sitting here watching all kinds of stuff. As you can tell, we'll go down the line here. All kinds of wrestling on. We always have a blast watching different types of wrestling there and everything. So, all the TVs are on and stuff. But, world class, NWA, WWF, everything. Big Time Pro Wrestling. Coming back live next Saturday. Man, it's been a while.
Next Saturday.
July 18th. Yeah.
It is. Wow. Yeah.
Next Saturday. I mean, we return back to action. We are part of the Adriana Page Foundation Festival block party. It was up and go for a while. We got it all situated. We hope to have a great turnout. July 18th. It all kicks off, Chris, at 1 p.m. with Regeneration Church singing. Tracy's the pastor there, and a very nice guy, man. He's been supporting Big Time Pro Wrestling for close to over a year now. He's been coming to our shows and stuff. I mean, he opened up our shows and prayers for us and stuff. I mean, great guy, but he, he can sing. I mean, he can.
Yeah, he sure can.
And he has a lot of great singers at his church, and they're going to come down and open up for us that day. And then we got the one and only, country singer Austin Atkins will be singing. And then we're going to be playing some music. We got, then what people's been waiting on for a while. Our last show was in March at Wayne High School.
Yes.
Record attendance there. The biggest wrestling show that ever hit in Wayne County, West Virginia. We did a fundraiser for the senior program, their graduation program, their seniors, and man, we was like 4 shy of 500 people. I mean, the gymnasium was packed.
It seemed like there was more than 500 people in there. It was just the noise was up. Everybody was having a really good time. And we had great matches on the card that night, and
some credible matches.
Yes.
I mean, we was due to go back in April, and then the pandemic hit. I mean, hope everyone is staying safe, by the way.
Absolutely.
Wearing the mask that was required by every state that issued. I mean, hope this man can pass real soon, Chris. I mean, a lot of people has passed away, and all over the world with this. The United States of America, I mean, New York, California,
Texas.
Yeah, I mean,
Florida,
West Virginia, the great state of mountain, the good old West Virginia, man. I mean, it hit everywhere. Ohio, hurt a lot of businesses, hurt a lot of family members when financial problems. People starting to go back to work, and the numbers is raising a little bit more now too. But
Right.
I mean, hope this will blow over. I mean,
this will pass, hopefully. But until then, we all need to. Everybody needs to just try to, stay safe and
wear the mask. I mean,
follow
but
the guidelines.
people was excited to go out, though, man. They are excited to go on out and have some fun. I mean, a lot of the festivals, fairs, concerts, baseball, all the sports, football's getting ready to be on hold, I think. But hopefully, they're saying football will be without no audience. I mean, baseball is getting ready to start with no audience. Major League Baseball. A lot of people are hurting. Like I said, I read an article today that Little League has been shut down due to somebody had that coronavirus. But we are excited, to get the ball rolling on July 18th, 31st Street, 540 31st Street. Ladies and gentlemen, mark this down, 540 31st Street. 31st Street in Huntington, West Virginia. It's right across corner from Walgreens. Used to be Rite Aid. It's right there in the fenced-in area. That's where this whole fun is going to begin at 1 o'clock on July 18th. The block party starts at 1 o'clock. Big Time Pro Wrestling will have 2 huge shows with some great, incredible talent returning back to Big Time Pro Wrestling. We're going to have a 3 p.m. show, a 3 o'clock show, and a 7 o'clock show. That's 2 shows in one day.
And that'll be 2 different cards.
Yes, 2 different cards. 2 different cards. I mean, we are very excited to be a part of this, and a lot of the Big Time Pro Wrestling roster, the stars, are very excited. You can't beat it. $3 at the gates to get in. You can't beat that. An all-day event, only $3. Absolutely. For the safety, we are going to provide. They'll be available there at the gate. Bring your own mask for safety reasons. Right now, it's not a mandatory to wear them, but we recommend you to wear them. If not, the mask will be available there at the gate to purchase $2 a piece for the mask. So we will supply that. Also, we will supply, hand sanitizer, before you walk into to the fence there, till you walk in the gates there, we will provide the hand sanitizer. We'll do squirt your hands, for safety reason, and after that, the ball's all in your all's court. But please, spread out. Bring your lawn chairs. Once again, bring your lawn chairs. Be comfortable. Food will be available. Concession stands will be available there. It's going to be an awesome, fun day on July 18th. Spread the word. Share the flyer and everything. Also, let's go on and tell them, Chris, you're the commissioner. Let's go on with some of the matches assigned.
Well, I'll tell you.
The one and only Nikki Victory. Nikki Victory is going to make her way back to Big Time Pro Wrestling. She's been gone for almost a good year now.
Almost a year, yes.
Elizabeth, put her out of action for Big Time Pro Wrestling. She suffered a little injury, but now she's 100%. She's been wrestling all over. Before this coronavirus started, she was wrestling everywhere, getting her name out. She's our brother NWF up in Roger Ruffin's promotion. You told me that she's the women's champion.
She is the women's champion in the NWF, and she's of course I've seen her a lot of her matches online, and she has defended her title well there in the NWF, and she's got a lot of stiff competition.
Well, she's got some competition July 18th. We have put a number 1 contenders match. Whoever wins this will go on to wrestle Kayla Cassidy down the road, hoping real soon, for the Big Time Pro Wrestling Women's Champion. That is our current, right now, our Women's Champion. Kayla actually has not had a chance to defend her title a lot due to the pandemic went on and her schedule and stuff. So, you got Nikki Victory versus Paige Jones. That is the wife of legendary Larry D. People knows that. She's been training them, and she actually has been coming up to the Big Time Pro Wrestling Lords of the Ring School here in Huntington, and she got her A game on now, man. Paige does. And you've seen her. You know what she's capable of.
She is one tough customer in that ring. I'll tell you. She. Well, last match I saw her in, she just went in there and gave it her all, and she's one tough customer.
So, tell me, who do you think's going to come out victorious? Them two. Been a great long time. So,
man, I hate to put my money on one thing, but I can tell you what, you know as well as I do, when we hear that music that Nikki plays victory tonight, you know she's going to go out there and give it her all in that match, and it's going to be a match. It is going to be a match. I hate to say who could come out, because it could go either way, but I'll tell you what, I will give Nikki a little bit of edge and experience now, because she's now got a lot of matches under her belt since she started her career, and she's doing a lot. You know, every time we see her, she's always getting better and getting better and getting better. And as I said before, it's going to be a tough match, Freddie. It's going to be a really tough match.
well, we got you know, I don't want to say who's all, but I mean, you just never know about Paige Jones. But I hope Nikki comes out victorious. But who never knows? Another upcoming making his debut at Big Time Pro Wrestling is none other than Star Rider.
Yes.
Great talent. You know, kind of like a luchador. I mean, very excited to have him.
He's also from the NWF.
Yes.
And he is a very formidable opponent. He does all the high flying moves in the ring. He's really exciting to watch.
Absolutely. Let's go on to the current Big Time Pro Wrestling champion, the Jurassic Juggernaut, Vince Steele. I mean, Vince Steele is coming to July 18th, right back to Big Time Pro Wrestling to defend his title, you know, to whoever. But, you know, you made this match, and I don't know who, you know, it's going to happen. We don't know exactly what show it's going to be on, the 3 p.m. show or the 7 o'clock show. We ain't made that decision yet. But he is going to go with, on his corner will be Rufus. Irresistible Rufus will be the manager champions, be bringing his champion, Vince Steele. Now tell us, he is going to go one-on-one with the hardworking man, George New.
George New. Who is this George New guy?
He is a student of Big Time Pro Wrestling, but he's actually, you know, a janitor that they picked on, and buddy, he's became a professional wrestler. He's been training with the likes of, you know, Nate Gnarly, Chris Miles, legendary Larry D. I mean, doing seminars. I mean, I believe he'll have his A game on, but man, Vince said he's not finished with George New yet. Before it's over, he will leave him, you know, paralyzed or whatever happens. You know, he is not responsible for what he's going to do to George New. So I mean,
well, I can tell you one thing. I was sitting at ringside at the show in at Wayne High School, and all of a sudden I see this guy sweeping the floor, and then I turn my head back, and he's in the ring working a match. So I was like, "Who is this? Who is this guy?"
But Rufus made him get in the ring.
Rufus made him get in the ring, and the more I watched him, the more I say, "Hey, I like him. I like what I see."
But what people don't know that he was already been training. You know, you know, people don't know that. You know, I know George personally and stuff, and he's a great great guy. I mean, he's been training very hard.
He went in there like a house of fire. I know that.
He entered his name in the you know, the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
And him and Chris actually eliminated Vince Steele. And then Chris shook his hand and eliminated himself, and he won.
Yeah.
So, so that's one of the matches we have signed on July 18th also. I mean, that's a match I'm really looking forward to, and seeing if George can get his hands on Vince. But Vince is very upset, and he wants to get his hands on George.
And
so,
for those of you who have not seen Vince Steele, he is a very, very big
6'8", almost 500 pounds, incredible athlete, can move. I mean, I'm telling you.
And we don't want to make him angry, because when he gets angry, people get hurt.
We'll move on. We got the River City's champion, Superior Tony Evans, will also be in action for both shows. Actually, for both shows, he will be in action. Now, we have told Tony that he will have to defend his River City's championship that day on one of them shows, a 3 o'clock or 7 o'clock. But he will be in action on both shows. Now, tell me, I mean, have you decided, we put the names in there, who will be challenging for his River City's championship that day? And I think we both agree, and the fans wants it, Chris Angel. Me and you was talking earlier all day about this. I think we should give the big-time pro wrestling fans what they want to see.
Absolutely.
I think he earned it. He went off with an injury with a couple of concussions, came back 100%. I think we should give the fans what they want. Let's go ahead and make it right now. Tony Evans, Superior Tony Evans, you will be defending your River Cities championship against none other than OMG himself, Nasty Nate Gnarly. So that match will take place on July 18th. That's a great match the fans would not want to miss right there. Them two are incredible athletes, and I'm looking forward to them
they're
too.
going to go.
And he actually defeated Nate Gnarly for that belt a little over a year ago. And he has it for over a year, and he actually showed up and defended that title with honor. So the big-time pro wrestling River Cities champion, Tony Evans, will go one-on-one with none other than OMG, Nasty Nate Gnarly. We got a lot more action, fans, that day. Telling me we got the big-time pro wrestling. Some of the students will be having their very first matches. Tell us about the school, man, in Huntington, West Virginia. It's actually grown. We got some great students coming out of there.
And a really nice facility.
Yes.
Really, really nice facility. It's in one of our former firehouses here in the community that was vacated and they used for different things, and it just seemed to be a good fit.
Yeah. And legendary Larry D will be 95% sure. He's telling me that he probably will be back from Impact Wrestling for the tapings, and he will be competing at July 18th. So we're hoping, he's about 95% sure that he's going to make it back. We hope he does. And so, legendary Larry D, you don't want to miss him in action. I'm telling you, fans watch Impact Pro Wrestling. You see him every week on TV there.
And he has really taken Impact by a storm.
Yes, so he's been in a roster for a long time with Big Time Pro Wrestling. I know we don't see eye to eye and stuff, but I am very happy for him living his dream and stuff. So actually, let's go on with mention about the students. We have Slater's working very hard. Mario Russo, his grandson is actually training, so we are very excited for him to be a part. Junior to be a part of our school as well. Matt Johnson, the list goes on. George New, we mentioned him. We actually got one of the women's training there, and we actually got a couple more new students lining up. A lot of the primetime wrestling students comes up and trains as well, but they'll be in action. Some of them will on July 18th. Also, let's don't forget, I did get word Victor Vargas is coming up, the Appalachian Headhunter.
He's something to see, I tell you.
Yes, we got actually a great show will take place on Saturday, July 18th. We just can't say enough of that. We're very excited to be, back in action.
And it feels good to be back in action too, because man, it just, with this pandemic going on, it's just like, man, and it's not only affecting us, it's affecting wrestling promotions all around the country.
Oh yeah, most definitely
everywhere. And we're hopefully we can get back in the swing of things, and everybody can get out and get out from under the four walls of your house and come out and enjoy the afternoon and the evening with some big time professional wrestling and just have a good time.
Yeah, always go and support your your independent professional wrestling. This is where it all began. People don't understand anybody that always to the top. We're talking about anybody. Honky Tonk Man, Jake Roberts, Butch Reed, John Cena, The Undertaker, Nash, whoever. They all started in the independents and worked their way up. So always support them. And we are very excited that our fans actually always supports Big Time Pro Wrestling. Always make sure to share our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. Always, thank you for our sponsors again, especially 93.7 The Dog, The River, 97.9. Cecilia Bowen, yes, big shout out to her. Big John, Billy, all them radio guys. once again, Austin Atkins will be playing music. Regeneration Church that day. Fun time. We're very excited to be a part of this, and we can't wait for them to see all the fans comes out and have a great time that day. And make sure bring your lawn chairs. $3 at the gate, Chris. You can't beat that. It starts at 1 o'clock all the way till dark.
Can't beat a good wrestling show for $3. You can't beat that at all.
It's a whole day of fun entertainment. You can't beat that. Great time. Anything else you want to say out there,
buddy? I'm good. would like to just tell everybody that it's really good to get back in the swing of things, and I hope everybody can come out and support us, Big Time Pro Wrestling there, and at our show, which is it's going to be here before you know it. So please come out and support us.
Yeah. Also, we want to do a big shout out for Big Time Pro Wrestling own Showtime Chris Miles. Just left about an hour or so ago on the plane from the Tri-State Airport. He'll be fighting Saturday.
Back in New York?
No, he is actually in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tampa, Florida. You can actually watch his fight on pay-per-view. If you go on Chris Miles's page, his page, Facebook page, it's a poster there, and I will be sharing it as well, where anybody can go there and click it and watch it and order the pay-per-view. He'll be actually, it's Saturday. The fight starts around noon, I do believe, from noon all the way up to like 4 p.m.
But will this be a title defense for him?
No, he's actually going for another title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
Wish Chris Miles the best to bring home another title. He took this fight at the last minute. They called him up, and as a true fighter, he accepted it. He's been training very hard for the last 3.5 weeks in the gym nonstop. So Chris really dedicates himself. So a big shout out to him, Chris Miles. But please, if y'all ain't doing nothing this Saturday, starts around there, and I will be posting the link to watch Chris's fight on here and also my main page. And Chris will be sharing it as well. So make sure to watch him and hope he comes home with another title and be victorious. So also want to do a big shout out to all Chris for all the first responders through this pandemic. I'm talking about doctors, ambulance drivers, police officers, all the nurses, hospitals, everything. They're always giving their 110%. Also, we want to keep them in our thoughts and prayers for,
and also
because they're the one.
Also, too, Fred, we also may want to also make a mention of our retail workers as well.
Yes,
in stores.
Yes,
they have to,
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yes, retail workers, the stores. I don't care where y'all go. Walmart, the restaurants now. Some of the people had to go back to work because they had to, support their families. Keep all the workers. Our health. Myself, I'm in the health field, and it never stopped for us, and we went on and stuff. So but that's our job. We had to keep on. So anybody, it don't matter what kind of line of work you're in. When you're traveling, air flights attendant, you never know. Because this stuff is really, we are taking it into consideration for safety. But we can't shut the world down. So we got to go on, and hopefully this stuff will fly over. But also, want to do a big shout out also to our good friend that's still in the hospital and stuff, and that's none other than Billy Haystack. Send our thoughts and prayers out to him. Billy is actually suffering a lot. Our last conversation, he was actually paralyzed from the waist down.
Oh my goodness!
So we don't know what the turnout's going to be with him, but I wish him the best. The country boy Billy Haystack, good friend of mine. Chris, been around Big Time Pro Wrestling the last 10 or 12 years. Yeah. So big shout out to him and for a speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
So anyway, been great talking to you, Chris. I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad you're back up and at it. And I'm hoping to see you next Saturday, ringside there.
I will be right there.
And
keeping an eye on the action.
Oh, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Freddie Cornell from Big Time Pro Wrestling. Once again, I want to thank all the wrestling fans. Without you all, we will not be nothing. So, and that's with any wrestling promotion whatsoever. So, hope to see y'all next Saturday. Please share the poster. Please share, the video, the commercial. I'll be posting that again. If y'all can keep sharing, send it out to, at least 50 to 100, tag 50 to 100 people. If y'all can do that, share that video out to everybody and tell them to come on out. We would greatly appreciate it. Great day of fun. April, I want to do a big shout out to her, by the way. She's actually the founder of Adriana Page Foundation. She's actually at the hospital right now with some medical issues, so I want to send her the best of wishes also. So hope everybody stays safe. Once again, this is Freddie Cornell with the Commissioner, Christopher Angel. God bless. See you at ringside next Saturday, July 18th, 540 31st Street, Huntington, West Virginia. See you then. God bless.